Living with Intention, a guide to purposeful living. Introduction. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of clarity and direction, knowing exactly what you want to achieve and why. This is the power of living with intention. In this book, you'll discover how to live a life that is purposeful and deeply fulfilling. You'll learn how to connect with your core values, set meaningful goals, and overcome the obstacles that may stand in your way. Every chapter will guide you to build habits that support your dreams, cultivate mindfulness, and embrace change with confidence. Living with intention isn't just about achieving success, it's about creating a life that truly reflects who you are and what you stand for. It's about making each moment count, both for yourself and for those around you. Throughout this journey, we'll explore practical strategies to help you stay focused, balanced, and aligned with your purpose. You'll gain the tools to navigate life's challenges with resilience, to build relationships that support your goals, and to find gratitude in even the smallest moments. By the end of this book, you will have a clearer sense of purpose and a roadmap to live a life that is not only successful but deeply meaningful. Together, let's unlock the power of intentional living and create a life filled with purpose, balance, and fulfillment. Are you ready to begin? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Power of Intention. Living with intention is more than just a philosophy or a mindset. It is the key to creating a life filled with meaning and purpose. When we live with intention, we make conscious choices about how we spend our time, what we focus on, and what we prioritize. We stop drifting through life, reacting to circumstances, and start creating the life we truly desire. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of intention and how it can transform your life. You'll learn how to become more aware of your actions, focus on what truly matters, and take control of your future. This is where your journey begins. What does it mean to live with intention? Living with intention means being purposeful in everything you do. It's about making deliberate choices that align with your values, goals, and vision for your life. It's the opposite of living on autopilot, where you simply react to whatever life throws your way without much thought or planning. Think about it for a moment. How often do you go through your day without fully considering your actions? Perhaps you wake up, go to work, scroll through social media, eat a quick meal, and fall into bed at the end of the day, just to repeat the cycle tomorrow. Living on autopilot can lead to a sense of emptiness, dissatisfaction, and a lack of direction. Living with intention is different. It's about pausing and being mindful of your choices. It's about recognizing that every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes your life. When you live with intention, you take full responsibility for your actions and the outcomes they produce. The power of choice. At the heart of living with intention is the idea of choice. Every moment offers you the opportunity to choose how you will respond. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you make countless choices. Let's take a look at a simple example. Imagine you wake up feeling tired. You have the choice to hit the snooze button and drift back into sleep, or you can choose to get up, stretch, and begin your day with purpose. You may feel tempted to stay in bed, but by choosing to start your day with energy and intention, you set a positive tone for the rest of your day. In any given situation, you always have the power to choose. The more intentional you are with your choices, the more control you have over your life. This doesn't mean you can control everything that happens, but it does mean you can control how you respond. Intention versus motivation. Many people confuse intention with motivation, but they are not the same thing. Motivation is the drive or desire to do something, but intention is the decision to take action in alignment with your values and goals. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel energized and ready to tackle your goals, while other days you feel uninspired or unmotivated. Intention, on the other hand, is a constant. When you live with intention, you make a decision to act with purpose, regardless of how motivated you feel. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about committing to your goals and making progress, even when motivation wanes. For example, think of a person who is working toward a fitness goal. Some mornings, they may feel energized and motivated to go for a run. On other mornings, they may feel tired or uninterested, but their intention is clear. They want to live a healthier lifestyle, and they are committed to taking action no matter how they feel in the moment. Living with intention creates clarity. One of the most powerful benefits of living with intention is the clarity it brings. When you have a clear sense of purpose and direction, everything becomes easier. You know what to focus on, what to let go of, and where to direct your energy. Clarity helps you eliminate distractions. Instead of reacting to every external stimulus or responding to the demands of others, you become more selective about where you invest your time and attention. You become less caught up in the chaos of daily life and more focused on what truly matters to you. For instance, think about someone who is trying to build a career. They might face many distractions, emails, meetings, phone calls, and personal obligations. But if their intention is clear, that is, they know they want to advance in their career, they will focus on activities that align with that goal. They may choose to dedicate more time to developing new skills, networking, or seeking new opportunities, while minimizing time spent on unimportant tasks. Real-world example, a personal story. Let me share a story about someone who experienced the transformative power of living with intention. Sarah was a busy professional, juggling her career, family, and personal life. She felt overwhelmed and constantly rushed, always trying to keep up with the demands of her job and home life. One day she realized she was living on autopilot, simply reacting to whatever came her way without any clear plan or purpose. Sarah decided to make a change. She took a step back and asked herself, "What do I really want from my life? What truly matters to me?" She began to define her values and set clear goals based on what she wanted to achieve, both personally and professionally. Instead of running on empty and reacting to everything around her, Sarah started to take intentional actions. She set aside time each day for self-care, even if it meant saying no to some commitments. She focused on her work goals, creating a plan to achieve them step by step. Over time, Sarah noticed a huge shift. She felt more focused, less stressed, and more in control of her life. Living with intention gave her the clarity she needed to make better decisions, prioritize what truly mattered, and achieve her goals. The ripple effect of intention. Living with intention doesn't just affect your own life, it has a ripple effect on everyone around you. When you live with purpose, you become a source of inspiration for others. Your intentionality encourages those in your circle to also live more deliberately and mindfully. Consider how a clear, intentional decision can influence others. If you decide to spend quality time with your family rather than working late into the night, you create space for deeper connections. Your children may begin to understand the value of presence, and your partner may feel more supported. When you lead with intention, you show others how to do the same. How to start living with intention. Now that we've explored the power of intention, it's time to take action. Living with intention starts with awareness. Here are some steps to help you get started. Define your values. Take time to reflect on what matters most to you. What are your core values? What do you want your life to stand for? Set clear goals. Once you know your values, set goals that align with them. These goals should be specific, achievable, and meaningful to you. Create a plan. Break your goals down into smaller, actionable steps. This makes your goals feel more manageable and achievable. Stay consistent. Intentional living is a daily practice. Stay committed to your values and goals, even when it feels challenging. By following these steps, you'll begin to build a life that is intentional and purposeful. The key is to start small and stay consistent. Over time, the power of intention will transform your life. Conclusion. Living with intention is a powerful way to create the life you want. It gives you clarity, control, and a sense of purpose. By making deliberate choices, staying focused on your goals, and aligning your actions with your values, you can begin to live a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Remember, the power of intention is always within your reach. All it takes is a conscious decision to live with purpose every single day. Chapter 2. Discovering your core values. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in external pressures, expectations from others, societal norms, and even the demands of your career. But if you want to live with intention, the first step is to understand what truly matters to you. This is where discovering your core values comes into play. Your core values are the guiding principles that shape your decisions, actions, and behaviors. They reflect what is most important to you in life and provide a compass to navigate the challenges and opportunities that come your way. When you are clear on your values, you can align your life with them, making choices that are consistent with your true self. In this chapter, we will explore how to uncover your core values, why they matter, and how they can be the foundation of a purposeful life. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a deeper understanding of what drives you, and you'll be ready to live with intention in a way that reflects your authentic self. What are core values? Core values are the beliefs and principles that guide how we behave and make decisions. They are the qualities that are most important to us. Things like honesty, kindness, family, achievement, or personal growth. These values shape how we interact with the world and determine the standards we set for ourselves and others. For example, if one of your core values is honesty, you will likely prioritize truthfulness in your relationships and in your work. If another core value is family, you may choose to spend your free time with loved ones, making family a central part of your life. Core values are deeply personal and unique to each individual. They are not influenced by external expectations or what society deems important. Instead, they are the fundamental beliefs that resonate with you at your core. Why core values matter. When you are clear about your core values, life becomes much more straightforward. You have a sense of direction and clarity about what you stand for. This clarity helps you make decisions that are aligned with who you truly are, instead of being swayed by external pressures or distractions. Here's why core values matter. They guide your decisions. Your core values serve as a roadmap for making decisions. When faced with a choice, you can ask yourself, which option aligns with my values? This can help you make choices that feel authentic even when the decision is difficult. They help you prioritize. When life gets overwhelming, your core values help you decide what's most important. For instance, if one of your values is health, you may prioritize exercise and healthy eating, even when you're busy. Values provide a filter through which you can evaluate what's worth your time and energy. They bring clarity and focus. Core values offer a sense of purpose. They help you stay focused on your goals, knowing that you are working towards something that is meaningful to you. When you are aligned with your values, you feel more connected to your life's purpose. They strengthen your resilience. Life is full of challenges, but when you are clear on your values, you are more likely to stay resilient. If something doesn't align with your values, you have the strength to say no or walk away, making it easier to bounce back from setbacks. How to discover your core values. Now that you understand why core values are important, let's dive into the process of discovering yours. It may take time, reflection, and self-exploration, but the journey is worth it. Here are some practical steps to help you uncover your core values. Step 1. Reflect on meaningful moments. Start by reflecting on the moments in your life that have brought you the most fulfillment. These could be experiences where you felt truly alive, connected, or at peace. Perhaps it was a moment of deep connection with a loved one, or a time when you felt proud of something you achieved. Ask yourself, what made this moment so meaningful? What values were reflected in this experience? How did you feel during this time? These moments are often a clue to what you value most. By identifying patterns in these experiences, you can begin to pinpoint your core values. Step 2. Identify role models. Think about the people you admire most, whether they are friends, family members, colleagues, or public figures. What qualities do they embody that you find inspiring? Perhaps it's their integrity, generosity, or perseverance. Ask yourself, what do I admire most about these people? What values do they demonstrate that I want to live by? Often the traits we admire in others are a reflection of the values we hold dear. Step 3. Pay attention to what makes you angry or frustrated. It might seem odd, but paying attention to what frustrates or angers you can help you uncover your values. When something doesn't align with your beliefs, it can evoke strong emotional reactions. These feelings can reveal what matters to you most. Ask yourself, when have I felt angry or upset? What was it about the situation that triggered my reaction? Was there a value at stake that caused my frustration? For example, if you get upset when others are dishonest, it could indicate that honesty is a core value for you. Step 4. Consider your ideal future. Think about the life you want to live. If you could design your life to align with your deepest desires, what would it look like? What are the qualities and principles that you want to guide your future decisions? Ask yourself, what do I want my future to look like? What values do I need to prioritize to create that future? This exercise will help you imagine a future that reflects your authentic self, guided by your core values. Step 5. Create a list of potential values. Now that you've done some reflection, take a piece of paper and write down the values that come to mind. These might include things like integrity, compassion, adventure, creativity, family, learning, growth. Don't worry about narrowing them down just yet. Write down anything that feels important to you. Step 6. Narrow down your list. Once you have a list, review it, and ask yourself, which values feel most essential to my identity? Which ones do I want to prioritize in my life moving forward? Which values reflect the person I aspire to be? Aim for a list of 5 to 10 core values. These should be the principles that guide you and align with your true self. Living in alignment with your values. Once you've discovered your core values, it's time to start living in alignment with them. This is where the real power lies. When your actions, decisions, and behaviors align with your values, you feel more fulfilled, more authentic, and more connected to your purpose. Here are some ways to start living in alignment with your values. Make value-based decisions. When faced with a decision, ask yourself if it aligns with your values. If it doesn't, it may be time to rethink your choice. Set goals based on your values. Set goals that reflect your values. If family is a top priority, you might set a goal to spend more quality time with loved ones. If growth is important to you, pursue learning opportunities that expand your horizons. Be honest with yourself. Sometimes living in alignment with your values requires honesty. You may need to adjust your life, or let go of things that no longer serve you. This can be a challenging but necessary step in living authentically. Conclusion: discovering your core values is a life-changing process. These values are the foundation of intentional living, guiding you through decisions, challenges, and opportunities. When you know what matters most to you, you gain the clarity and confidence to make choices that align with your true self. In the next chapter, we will explore how to set purposeful goals that reflect your values and help you live a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Until then, take time to reflect on your values, and remember that living intentionally starts with knowing who you truly are. Chapter 3. Setting purposeful goals. Goals are the stepping stones that lead you from where you are to where you want to be. They provide direction, focus, and a clear roadmap for your life. But not all goals are created equal. To live with intention, you must set goals that are purposeful, goals that are aligned with your values, vision, and the life you truly desire to create. In this chapter, we'll dive into the art of setting purposeful goals. You'll learn how to create goals that inspire, challenge, and motivate you. You'll also discover how to break down big dreams into manageable steps and stay focused on your path even when obstacles arise. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a set of clear, actionable goals that will propel you toward a life of intention and fulfillment. Why purposeful goals matter. Purposeful goals are different from ordinary goals. While regular goals might focus on achieving a specific outcome like landing a job or buying a house, purposeful goals are rooted in your core values and long-term vision. They connect you to something greater than the outcome itself, guiding you toward a life that reflects your true self. When you set purposeful goals, you're not just checking off boxes, you're actively shaping your future in a way that aligns with your values and brings you closer to your ideal life. Purposeful goals give you clarity, focus, and motivation to take consistent action, even when the journey gets tough. Purposeful goals also help you stay aligned with your core values. They act as a reminder of what truly matters to you, ensuring that you are always moving in a direction that reflects your authentic self. In a world full of distractions and competing demands, purposeful goals keep you grounded and on track. The difference between purposeful goals and regular goals. So what exactly sets purposeful goals apart from regular goals? The key difference is the why behind the goal. Regular goals are often driven by external factors, things like societal expectations, status, or competition. For example, you might set a goal to get a promotion because it's what others expect of you, or because it's a marker of success in your field. Purposeful goals, on the other hand, are driven by internal motivation. They are connected to your values, passions, and the life you truly want to create. For instance, you might set a goal to advance in your career because it aligns with your values of growth, contribution, and creating positive impact. When you set goals that are tied to your deeper purpose, you are more likely to feel fulfilled throughout the journey, not just at the end. The process of working toward your goal becomes meaningful in itself, because you are living in alignment with what matters most to you. The SMARTT Goal Framework. A great way to set purposeful goals is to use the SMARTT Framework. SMARTT stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This framework ensures that your goals are clear, focused, and attainable, giving you a roadmap to follow. 1. Specific. Your goals should be clear and specific. Vague goals are hard to follow and harder to achieve. A specific goal answers the questions: what do I want to accomplish? Why is this goal important? Who is involved? Where will it take place? For example, instead of setting a goal like "I want to get healthier," make it more specific. I will exercise for 30 minutes every day and eat at least 3 servings of vegetables daily. This goal gives you a clear direction and focus. 2. Measurable. Your goal should be measurable, so you can track your progress and know when you've achieved it. Ask yourself, how will I measure success? What milestones will show me I'm moving in the right direction? For instance, rather than simply saying "I want to save money," a measurable goal would be "I will save $500 per month for the next 6 months. This allows you to track your progress and know exactly when you've met your target. 3. Achievable. Your goal should be realistic and attainable. While it's great to set ambitious goals, it's important to ensure that they are within reach. Consider your current resources, skills, and circumstances when setting your goals. For example, if you're just starting a fitness routine, setting a goal to run a marathon in 2 weeks might not be achievable. Instead, set a goal like "I will run 3 times a week for 20 minutes" to gradually build up your endurance. 4. Relevant. Your goal should be relevant to your life and aligned with your values. Ask yourself, is this goal worthwhile? Will it help me achieve what I truly want in life? Does it align with my core values and long-term vision? For example, if one of your core values is family, a relevant goal might be to schedule weekly family outings or set aside time each day to connect with loved ones. This goal is aligned with your values and helps create the life you want to live. 5. Time-bound. Your goal should have a clear deadline. A time-bound goal creates a sense of urgency and motivates you to take consistent action. Without a deadline, it's easy to put off working toward your goal indefinitely. For instance, instead of saying "I want to read more books," set a goal like "I will read 1 book every month for the next 6 months. This deadline helps keep you accountable and gives you a clear time frame to work within. Breaking down big goals into smaller steps. Big goals can be overwhelming, especially if they seem far off or difficult to achieve. That's why it's important to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the goal feel less daunting and allows you to make steady progress toward your ultimate objective. Let's say your big goal is to start your own business. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the task, break it down into smaller steps, such as research business ideas and industries. Create a business plan. Register your business and obtain necessary licenses. Develop a website. Start marketing your services. By breaking the goal into smaller tasks, you can focus on one step at a time, building momentum as you go. Staying motivated and focused on your goals. Setting purposeful goals is just the first step. Staying motivated and focused is where the real work begins. Here are some strategies to help you stay on track. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool for staying motivated. Take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself achieving your goal. Visualize how it will feel to reach your destination and what your life will look like once you've accomplished it. This helps keep you focused on the bigger picture. Celebrate small wins. Along the way, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is an accomplishment. Celebrating small wins helps you maintain motivation and reminds you that you are making progress. Stay accountable. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor. Regular check-ins and updates help keep you accountable and provide encouragement when you need it most. Overcome setbacks. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey, but they don't have to derail your progress. When you face challenges, remind yourself why you set this goal in the first place and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Aligning your goals with your life's purpose. The most powerful goals are those that align with your larger life purpose. These goals are not just about achieving external success. They are about creating a life that is deeply meaningful and fulfilling. Take a moment to reflect on your life's purpose. What do you want to contribute to the world? How do you want to be remembered? Your goals should be a reflection of your answers to these questions. When your goals are connected to your deeper purpose, they become more than just tasks to check off. They become a meaningful part of your life's journey. Conclusion. Setting purposeful goals is the foundation of living with intention. When your goals are aligned with your core values and life's purpose, they provide a clear roadmap for success. By using the SMARTT Framework, breaking down big goals into manageable steps, and staying motivated and focused, you can create a life that reflects your true desires. Remember, the journey toward your goals may not always be easy, but with purpose and perseverance you can achieve anything you set your mind to. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome obstacles and stay focused on your goals no matter what challenges arise. Chapter 4. Overcoming Obstacles with Purpose. Every path to success is filled with obstacles, whether they are external challenges, such as financial setbacks, personal struggles, or unexpected life changes, or internal barriers like self-doubt and fear. Obstacles can make the journey feel more difficult. But the key to overcoming them isn't simply about pushing through. It's about approaching these challenges with purpose and resilience. In this chapter, we will explore how to overcome obstacles by staying aligned with your values and goals. You will learn how to view challenges as opportunities for growth and how to maintain focus even in the face of adversity. By the end of this chapter, you will have a set of strategies to navigate the tough times and keep moving forward with purpose. Understanding the nature of obstacles. Obstacles are an inevitable part of life. At some point, everyone faces challenges that seem insurmountable. These challenges could come in many forms: difficulties at work, personal conflicts, health issues, or financial struggles. While it's natural to feel discouraged or frustrated when obstacles arise, it's important to understand that they are not roadblocks to your success. Instead, they are stepping stones that help you build resilience, strengthen your character, and clarify your purpose. Obstacles often force us to grow. They challenge us to step outside of our comfort zones and rethink how we approach life. In fact, it's often the toughest challenges that teach us the most important lessons about ourselves and our goals. Without obstacles, we wouldn't develop the skills, wisdom, and strength necessary to achieve meaningful success. Shift your perspective, viewing obstacles as opportunities. One of the most powerful ways to overcome obstacles is by changing the way you think about them. Instead of viewing obstacles as something that is standing in your way, start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Challenges give you the chance to build resilience, learn new skills, and deepen your commitment to your purpose. For example, imagine you're trying to start a business and face unexpected financial setbacks. Initially, this might feel like a failure, but by reframing the situation, you can see it as an opportunity to learn how to manage finances more effectively, find creative solutions, or even pivot your business model. Every obstacle is a chance to adapt and improve, making you stronger and more capable in the long run. The ability to reframe obstacles in this way doesn't mean that challenges are easy or pleasant. It means that you are choosing to see the value in the struggle. When you approach obstacles with this mindset, you are more likely to stay motivated and continue working toward your goals, no matter how difficult things may seem. Stay connected to your purpose. When you're facing obstacles, it's easy to lose sight of why you're working so hard in the first place. The stress, frustration, and emotional strain that come with challenges can cloud your vision and make it difficult to stay focused. That's why it's essential to stay connected to your purpose. Your purpose is your anchor. It is the driving force behind your goals and decisions. When you are aligned with your purpose, obstacles become less intimidating because you know that the challenges you face are part of a larger journey towards something meaningful. Staying connected to your purpose gives you the motivation to keep going when times are tough. For example, let's say your purpose is to make a positive impact in your community. If you encounter a setback such as a project being delayed or a lack of resources, remembering your purpose will help you push through. You'll be reminded that the struggle is worth it because the outcome is aligned with your larger goal of creating positive change. Break down the obstacle. When faced with a significant obstacle, it can feel overwhelming to think about how to overcome it. Often, the larger the challenge, the harder it is to know where to start. This is where breaking down the obstacle into smaller, manageable pieces becomes crucial. Start by identifying the specific aspects of the obstacle that are causing the most stress or difficulty. For example, if you're facing a career challenge such as being passed over for a promotion, ask yourself, what exactly is the obstacle? Is it a lack of skills, experience, or opportunity? What steps can I take to address the issue? Can I develop new skills, seek feedback, or apply for other positions? What is within my control, and what isn't? By breaking the obstacle down, you'll gain clarity on how to address each component. This makes the problem feel more manageable and helps you take action in a clear, focused way. The smaller steps you take will build momentum, allowing you to gradually overcome the obstacle and move forward. Resilience, the power to bounce back. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going when things get tough, and to adapt to change. It's one of the most important qualities you can cultivate when working toward your goals. Without resilience, obstacles can feel like insurmountable barriers. With resilience, you develop the inner strength to keep moving forward, no matter how many setbacks you face. To build resilience, it's important to stay positive. A positive mindset helps you see challenges as temporary and solvable. It allows you to focus on solutions rather than problems. Accept imperfection. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of life. Mistakes and failures are opportunities for growth, not signs of defeat. Keep moving forward. Even when progress is slow, taking consistent action will eventually lead you to your goal. Every small step counts. For instance, when Thomas Edison was working on inventing the light bulb, he faced countless failures. But each failure taught him something new. When asked about his many unsuccessful attempts, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His resilience and willingness to keep trying eventually led to one of the greatest inventions in history. Building a support system. When you're facing obstacles, it's easy to feel isolated, but you don't have to go through challenges alone. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of people can provide the encouragement, advice, and motivation you need to push through difficult times. This support system can include family, friends, mentors, or even colleagues who understand your goals and can offer guidance. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need help. Sharing your struggles with others can lighten the emotional load and provide fresh perspectives that you might not have considered. In addition to emotional support, your support system can also hold you accountable. When you have people who believe in you and your goals, it becomes easier to stay focused and motivated, even when obstacles arise. Practical strategies for overcoming obstacles. Here are some practical strategies to help you overcome obstacles with purpose. Take a step back. When faced with an obstacle, take a moment to pause and breathe. Sometimes stepping back allows you to gain perspective and approach the problem with a clearer mind. Create a plan B. It's important to have contingency plans in case things don't go as expected. Knowing you have a backup plan can reduce stress and help you stay flexible when things change. Focus on what you can control. You can't control everything, but you can control your actions. Focus on what you can do right now to move forward. Learn from the experience. Each obstacle offers a lesson. Reflect on what the challenge is teaching you and how it can help you grow. Conclusion. Obstacles are an unavoidable part of life, but they don't have to stop you from achieving your goals. When you approach challenges with purpose, resilience, and a clear connection to your values, you can overcome even the toughest situations. Remember, obstacles are not roadblocks. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. In the next chapter, we will explore how to cultivate mindfulness in daily life to help you stay focused, present, and grounded as you continue on your journey of intentional living. Keep moving forward, and know that every challenge is just another step toward the life you are creating. Chapter 5: Cultivating Mindfulness in Daily Life. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get swept up in the constant rush. From managing responsibilities to dealing with distractions, many of us find ourselves living on autopilot, rushing from one task to the next without truly being present. But living with intention requires more than just planning and goal setting. It requires mindfulness, the practice of being fully aware and engaged in the present moment. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation or quiet reflection. It's about incorporating awareness into everything you do, from the simplest daily tasks to the more complex challenges you face. In this chapter, we will explore how to cultivate mindfulness in your daily life, how it can enhance your overall well-being, and how it can help you stay focused on your purpose and goals. By the end of this chapter, you will have the tools to bring mindfulness into your everyday experiences, creating more peace, clarity, and intentionality in all areas of your life. What is mindfulness? At its core, mindfulness is the practice of being present. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This means being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations in real time, rather than getting lost in the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness is not about eliminating distractions or forcing yourself to be happy. It's about accepting the present moment as it is, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, and cultivating an awareness that allows you to respond to life with clarity and intention. The key to mindfulness is awareness. When you are mindful, you are aware of what's happening around you and within you. You notice the sights, sounds, and sensations in your environment, as well as the thoughts and feelings that arise within you. By practicing mindfulness, you train your mind to focus on the present moment, rather than being overwhelmed by the noise of the world or the chatter in your mind. The benefits of mindfulness. Mindfulness offers numerous benefits that can improve both your mental and physical well-being. When practiced regularly, mindfulness can reduce stress and anxiety. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment, which can reduce the impact of stress and anxiety. Instead of getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets from the past, mindfulness allows you to stay focused on what's happening right now. Improve focus and clarity. By training your mind to stay present, you become more focused and less distracted by external events. This heightened clarity allows you to make decisions with intention and purpose. Enhance emotional regulation. Mindfulness helps you become more aware of your emotions and allows you to respond to them in a balanced way. Instead of reacting impulsively to anger, frustration, or sadness, you can acknowledge your emotions and choose how to respond thoughtfully. Promote better relationships. When you practice mindfulness, you are more present in your interactions with others. This deepens your connections and helps you communicate more effectively, leading to healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Increase resilience. Life is full of challenges, but mindfulness helps you stay calm and focused during tough times. Instead of getting overwhelmed by obstacles, you can approach them with a clear mind and a sense of purpose, making it easier to adapt and persevere. Mindfulness in daily life. Mindfulness isn't something you only practice during meditation. It's a way of being, a mindset that you can carry with you throughout your day. Here are some simple ways to cultivate mindfulness in your daily life. 1. Start with your breath. The breath is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to anchor yourself in the present moment. When you find yourself feeling stressed or distracted, pause for a moment and take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly for a count of 4. This simple practice can help calm your mind and bring you back to the present. You can also use your breath as a tool throughout the day to stay centered. Whether you're waiting in line, sitting at your desk, or walking down the street, taking a few conscious breaths can help you ground yourself and refocus your attention. 2. Engage your senses. Mindfulness is about being aware of your environment. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells, and textures around you. Whether you're eating, walking, or even doing household chores, engage your senses fully in the experience. Notice the color of the sky, the sound of the wind, the taste of your food, or the feeling of your hands on the dishes. By tuning into your senses, you can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment. For example, the next time you eat, focus on the texture and taste of your food. Chew slowly and savor each bite. This practice helps you connect with the present moment and brings a sense of mindfulness to something as simple as eating. 3. Practice mindful listening. How often do you truly listen when someone is speaking to you? In many conversations, we're already thinking about our response, planning our next words, or getting distracted by other thoughts. Mindful listening involves fully focusing on the person in front of you without judgment or interruption. When you listen mindfully, you not only show respect for the speaker, but you also create a deeper connection with them. You may find that you understand others better and can respond more thoughtfully. This practice can be especially helpful in personal and professional relationships. 4. Slow down and simplify. In today's world, we often rush from task to task, checking things off a never-ending to-do list. But this hurry can lead to feelings of overwhelm and burnout. Mindfulness encourages us to slow down and simplify our lives. Rather than rushing through tasks, take your time to do them with full attention. Whether it's brushing your teeth, making a cup of coffee, or responding to emails, bring your full awareness to each task. By slowing down and simplifying, you'll not only be more present, but you'll also perform tasks more efficiently and with greater care. 5. Embrace the present moment. One of the core principles of mindfulness is embracing the present moment without judgment. Often we spend our time thinking about what's next or worrying about the past, but the present moment is all we truly have. The next time you find yourself anxious about the future or ruminating on the past, gently remind yourself to return to the present. Focus on what's happening right now, whether it's the feeling of the ground beneath your feet, the sensation of the air on your skin, or the sounds in your environment. Embrace whatever is happening in the moment and release the need for things to be different. Overcoming common barriers to mindfulness. While mindfulness is incredibly beneficial, it can be challenging to maintain, especially when life gets busy or stressful. Here are a few common barriers to mindfulness and how to overcome them. 1. Distractions. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions, phones, emails, social media, and more. These distractions can make it hard to stay present. To overcome this, try setting aside specific times to disconnect from technology and focus solely on the task at hand. Consider turning off notifications or creating tech-free zones where you can be fully engaged in the present moment. 2. Restlessness. Sometimes our minds are constantly racing, making it difficult to stay focused. If you find yourself feeling restless, it's important to be patient with yourself. Mindfulness isn't about forcing yourself to be calm, it's about accepting whatever thoughts or feelings arise without judgment. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to the present moment without frustration. 3. Lack of time. Many people think they don't have time to practice mindfulness, but in reality, mindfulness can be integrated into even the busiest of schedules. Start by incorporating brief moments of mindfulness throughout your day, during your commute, while eating or waiting for an appointment. These small moments can add up and make a significant impact on your well-being. Conclusion. Cultivating mindfulness in your daily life can help you live with greater clarity, focus, and purpose. By being present and engaged in the moment, you deepen your connection to yourself and to others. Mindfulness allows you to approach life with intention, making it easier to align your actions with your values and goals. In the next chapter, we will explore how to build healthy habits that support purposeful living. Mindfulness is just one piece of the puzzle, and when combined with consistent habits, it can help you create a life that reflects your deepest desires and intentions. Chapter 6. Building Healthy Habits for Success. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent, intentional actions that align with your goals and values. One of the most powerful ways to achieve success and live with purpose is by building healthy habits. Habits are the small, everyday actions that shape our lives. They can either propel us toward our goals or keep us stuck in patterns that don't serve us. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of building healthy habits, how to create habits that support your success, and how to make them stick for the long term. You'll learn how habits influence your overall well-being and how you can use them as tools to create the life you desire. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the knowledge and strategies to build habits that set you up for success, enhance your productivity, and help you live a more purposeful life. Why habits matter. Habits are the foundation of our daily lives. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you are following a series of habits, whether you are aware of them or not. These habits, both big and small, determine how we spend our time, our energy, and our focus. They shape our behavior and ultimately influence our success. The power of habits lies in their consistency. A small action repeated consistently over time can lead to significant change. For example, if you decide to read just 10 pages of a book every day, in a month, you'll have read 300 pages. In a year, that's 3,600 pages, or about 10 books. That's the power of small, consistent habits. Habits help us make progress without relying on constant willpower or motivation. Once a habit is established, it becomes automatic, freeing up mental energy and allowing us to focus on other important tasks. This is why building healthy habits is key to living with intention and achieving long-term success. The science behind habit formation. Understanding how habits are formed can help you build them more effectively. Habits are created through a process called cue routine reward. This is often referred to as the habit loop. Here's how it works. Cue, a trigger that initiates the habit. This could be something external, like waking up, or something internal, like feeling stressed. Routine, the behavior you perform in response to the cue. This is the actual habit itself, such as drinking a glass of water, going for a run, or writing in a journal. Reward, the positive feeling or outcome you get after completing the habit. This could be the feeling of accomplishment, a boost in energy, or even the satisfaction of having completed a task. Over time, as the habit loop is repeated, your brain starts to associate the cue with the reward. Eventually, the routine becomes automatic. This is why habits can be so powerful. They eventually require little to no conscious effort to maintain. How to build healthy habits. Building healthy habits takes time and effort, but the process can be simplified by following a few key steps. Here's how to create habits that support your success. 1. Start small. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build a new habit is trying to do too much too soon. Trying to change too many things at once can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, start with small, manageable habits that you can build on over time. For example, if you want to start exercising, don't commit to an hour at the gym every day right away. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of light exercise and gradually increase the duration and intensity as the habit becomes ingrained. Small changes are easier to stick to and will help you build momentum. 2. Be specific. When setting a new habit, make sure it's specific and actionable. Vague goals like "I want to be healthier" or "I want to read more" are hard to follow through on because they lack clarity. Instead, focus on specific, measurable actions. For instance, instead of saying "I want to exercise more," set a goal like "I will walk for 20 minutes every morning before breakfast." This goal is clear, actionable, and easy to track. 3. Use triggers to your advantage. One of the most effective ways to build a new habit is by anchoring it to an existing routine or event. This is called habit stacking. By linking a new habit to something you already do, you make it easier to remember and implement. For example, if you already have a habit of drinking coffee every morning, use that as a cue to perform a new habit, like stretching for 5 minutes or writing down 3 things you're grateful for. The act of making coffee becomes the trigger for the new habit, helping it to become part of your routine. 4. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is a powerful tool for building habits. By keeping track of your habits, you increase accountability and motivation. You can track your progress using a habit tracker, a journal, or an app designed for this purpose. Seeing your progress visually can help reinforce the positive behavior and keep you motivated. If you miss a day, don't get discouraged. Focus on getting back on track rather than beating yourself up over a setback. 5. Celebrate small wins. Celebrating small victories is key to maintaining motivation. Every time you successfully complete a habit, acknowledge your accomplishment. This reinforces the positive behavior and helps your brain associate the habit with a reward. For example, after a week of consistently exercising, reward yourself with something enjoyable, like watching your favorite movie or treating yourself to a nice meal. These small rewards help you stay motivated and make the habit more enjoyable. Common challenges in building habits and how to overcome them. While building habits can be rewarding, it's not always easy. There are several common challenges that can derail your progress. Here's how to overcome them. 1. Lack of motivation. Motivation can fluctuate, and it's often unreliable. Instead of relying on motivation to build a habit, focus on consistency. Even on days when you don't feel motivated, commit to doing the habit for just a few minutes. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to stick with it. 2. Procrastination. Procrastination is a common obstacle when trying to build new habits. One way to overcome procrastination is by using the 2-minute rule. The idea is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If your habit is too big to complete in 2 minutes, break it down into a smaller action. For example, instead of planning to write for an hour, start by writing for just 2 minutes. Often, once you get started, you'll find it easier to continue. 3. Lack of time. Many people struggle to find time for new habits. However, the key is to prioritize your habits and make them a non-negotiable part of your day. Schedule them into your calendar and treat them like any other important appointment. Remember, habits don't require a lot of time. Small, consistent actions add up over time. 4. Negative self-talk. If you miss a day or struggle with a habit, don't let negative self-talk derail your progress. Be kind to yourself and focus on getting back on track. Acknowledge the setback, but don't let it define your journey. Building habits is a process, and perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is. How healthy habits support your purpose. The habits you build directly support your goals and purpose. Whether you're working toward better health, financial success, or personal growth, your habits play a critical role in achieving these outcomes. Healthy habits reinforce your commitment to your values and long-term vision, ensuring that your actions align with your deeper purpose. For example, if one of your core values is health, building habits that support physical well-being, such as eating nutritious meals and exercising regularly, will help you live in alignment with that value. Similarly, if your purpose is to grow personally and professionally, building habits of learning and skill development will set you up for success. Conclusion. Building healthy habits is one of the most powerful ways to set yourself up for success. By starting small, being specific, tracking your progress, and celebrating small wins, you can create lasting habits that support your goals and enhance your overall well-being. Remember, success is the result of consistent, intentional actions. By cultivating healthy habits, you create a foundation for a purposeful life. In the next chapter, we will explore how to find balance and harmony in your life, ensuring that you stay aligned with your goals and maintain your well-being while pursuing your purpose. Keep moving forward, and know that every small habit you build brings you one step closer to the life you envision. Chapter 7. Finding Balance and Harmony. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to work harder, push further, and do more in order to achieve our goals. The reality is, true success isn't just about achieving external accomplishments. It's about finding balance, achieving harmony between the various aspects of our lives. Without balance, we can easily burn out, lose our sense of purpose, or become disconnected from the people and things that truly matter to us. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of balance in living a purposeful life. We'll discuss how to create harmony between your personal and professional life, manage your time effectively, and prioritize your well-being. By the end of this chapter, you'll have practical strategies for finding balance and ensuring that every area of your life is aligned with your values and goals. Why balance matters. Balance is often misunderstood as equal time spent on every aspect of your life. However, balance is not about dividing your time equally between work, relationships, self-care, and other responsibilities. Instead, it's about ensuring that each area of your life gets the attention it needs in a way that aligns with your values and purpose. When you have balance in your life, you feel more centered and grounded. You experience less stress, better health, and a greater sense of fulfillment. Balance allows you to pursue your goals without sacrificing your well-being or relationships. It helps you stay connected to what truly matters and ensures that you don't lose sight of your purpose. Without balance, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or disconnected. Too much focus on one area of life, such as work or external achievements, can cause other areas, like relationships or self-care, to suffer. This imbalance can lead to stress, frustration, and a sense of dissatisfaction, even if you are successful in other areas. Creating harmony between personal and professional life. One of the most common challenges people face in finding balance is juggling personal and professional responsibilities. The demands of a career can often leave little time for family, friends, and self-care. On the other hand, personal obligations can take time away from professional goals. Finding harmony between these two spheres is essential for a fulfilling life. 1. Set boundaries. One of the most effective ways to create balance between work and personal life is by setting clear boundaries. Boundaries help you protect your time and energy, ensuring that neither work nor personal responsibilities take over the other. For example, you might set a boundary by deciding that after 6 p.m., you won't check work emails or take business calls. This allows you to fully engage in personal activities and spend quality time with family or friends. Similarly, setting aside specific times for self-care, like exercising or meditating, ensures that you take care of your body and mind. Boundaries are essential for maintaining balance because they help you manage your time and prevent burnout. By being intentional about when and how you engage with work and personal commitments, you create space for both to coexist harmoniously. 2. Prioritize what matters most. Another key to achieving balance is prioritization. Not all tasks and responsibilities are equal, so it's important to recognize what truly matters and focus your energy on those areas. Start by identifying your core values and long-term goals. Once you understand what's most important to you, you can make more informed decisions about where to direct your time and effort. For example, if family is one of your top values, you might prioritize spending weekends with your loved ones instead of working overtime. Similarly, if personal health is important to you, you might prioritize regular exercise, even if it means saying no to extra work or social events. By prioritizing the areas of your life that align with your values, you ensure that you're not spreading yourself too thin or getting caught up in things that don't truly serve you. 3. Be present in each moment. Whether you're working, spending time with family, or taking care of yourself, being present in each moment is crucial for achieving balance. It's easy to get distracted by technology, multitasking, or worrying about the future. But true harmony comes from fully engaging in whatever you're doing right now. For example, when you're at work, focus solely on the tasks at hand, giving your best effort. When you're with your family, put away your phone and be fully engaged in the conversation. Similarly, when you're exercising or resting, be present with your body and mind, noticing how you feel in the moment. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for creating balance, as it helps you focus on the present moment and reduces the tendency to juggle multiple tasks at once. When you're present in each area of your life, you feel more fulfilled and less overwhelmed. Managing your time effectively. Time management is a critical aspect of achieving balance. If you don't manage your time well, you may find yourself overwhelmed by the demands of daily life. Effective time management allows you to allocate your time intentionally, ensuring that all areas of your life receive the attention they deserve. 1. Time blocking. One of the most effective time management strategies is time blocking. Time blocking involves setting aside specific blocks of time for specific tasks. For example, you might block off 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for focused work, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. for lunch, and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. for meetings. By scheduling your day in blocks, you create structure and ensure that you allocate time for both work and personal activities. Time blocking can also be used to create buffer zones between tasks, allowing you to recharge and shift between different types of activities. This helps prevent burnout and ensures that you're giving each task your full attention. 2. Learn to say no. In our busy lives, it's easy to say yes to every request, invitation, or opportunity that comes our way. However, saying yes to everything can quickly lead to overwhelm. To maintain balance, it's important to learn how to say no when necessary. Saying no doesn't mean you're being selfish. It simply means you're protecting your time and energy for the things that align with your values and goals. Consider using the 10-minute rule to assess whether you should say yes to a request. If the task or commitment doesn't bring you closer to your goals or align with your values, politely decline. This helps you stay focused on what matters most and prevents unnecessary distractions. 3. Delegate when possible. Another key to managing your time effectively is delegating tasks that don't require your personal attention. Whether it's asking a colleague for help with a project or hiring a professional for household chores, delegation frees up time and energy for more important activities. Delegating allows you to focus on the tasks that only you can do and ensures that you're not overwhelmed by responsibilities that can be shared. This creates more space for personal time, self-care, and relationships, all of which contribute to overall balance and harmony. Prioritizing your well-being. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to neglect your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. However, well-being is the foundation of balance. When you feel healthy, energized, and grounded, you're better equipped to handle challenges and pursue your goals with intention. 1. Make self-care a priority. Self-care is an essential component of balance. It's not a luxury or an afterthought. It's a necessity. Make time for activities that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. This could include exercise, healthy eating, meditation, journaling, or simply taking time to relax and recharge. When you prioritize self-care, you build resilience and maintain the energy needed to pursue your goals. Self-care also helps you stay focused and motivated, preventing burnout, and ensuring that you can show up as your best self in every area of your life. 2. Cultivate positive relationships. Your relationships play a significant role in your overall well-being. Nurture the relationships that bring you joy and support your growth. Spend quality time with loved ones, and make an effort to cultivate deep, meaningful connections. Having a strong support system is essential for maintaining balance. When you surround yourself with positive, uplifting people, you feel more grounded and supported as you pursue your goals. Conclusion. Finding balance and harmony in your life is not about achieving perfection or doing everything equally. It's about aligning your time, energy, and actions with your values and purpose. By setting boundaries, prioritizing what matters most, and managing your time effectively, you can create a life that supports your goals and well-being. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of relationships in purposeful living and how building strong, supportive connections can enhance your life's journey. Balance is essential, but so is the support and love we receive from those around us. Together, they create a life of fulfillment and meaning. Chapter 8. The role of relationships in purposeful living. As humans, we are inherently social beings. Our relationships with others play a significant role in shaping our lives, influencing our emotions, and helping us grow. While individual goals and personal achievements are important, the quality of our relationships can be the true driving force behind a purposeful and fulfilling life. In fact, strong, positive relationships often serve as the foundation upon which we build a meaningful existence. In this chapter, we'll explore the profound impact that relationships have on purposeful living. We'll discuss the different types of relationships that contribute to a fulfilling life, how to cultivate supportive and healthy connections, and how relationships can both challenge and inspire us to live in alignment with our values and goals. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand how to foster relationships that empower your journey and support your growth, allowing you to live a life that is both meaningful and connected. Why relationships matter. Relationships are essential to our well-being. Whether they are with family, friends, romantic partners, or colleagues, the connections we form with others have a profound impact on our happiness, mental health, and overall quality of life. Here's why relationships are so vital: support and encouragement. Our relationships provide the emotional support we need during tough times. Whether it's a friend offering a listening ear, a partner providing comfort, or a mentor giving guidance, relationships help us navigate life's challenges. Accountability. Strong relationships hold us accountable. When we share our goals and aspirations with others, they can help keep us on track, offering both encouragement and gentle reminders when we veer off course. Growth and learning. Relationships allow us to grow by offering new perspectives, challenging our beliefs, and encouraging us to be better versions of ourselves. Healthy relationships are often a mirror that reflects our strengths and areas for growth. Shared purpose. Relationships often provide a shared sense of purpose. Whether through family, friendships, or work, being part of a collective effort towards a common goal can increase motivation and create a sense of belonging. Connection and belonging. Human beings are wired for connection. Having strong, meaningful relationships makes us feel like we belong, which is essential for emotional well-being and fulfillment. Types of relationships that contribute to purposeful living. While all relationships can have an impact on our lives, there are certain types of relationships that are particularly important for living with intention and purpose. Here are some key types of relationships that contribute to a fulfilling life. 1. Family relationships. Family plays a central role in many people's lives, offering love, stability, and a sense of tradition. A strong family foundation can help you feel grounded as you pursue your goals. Family relationships can provide emotional support, offer advice, and provide a safe space where you can be yourself. However, not all family relationships are ideal. It's important to recognize when a family dynamic is unhealthy or unproductive, and in those cases, it may be necessary to set boundaries or seek support elsewhere. Nonetheless, family ties often offer a sense of belonging and identity, which are essential in living a purposeful life. 2. Friendships. Friendships are one of the most important types of relationships for personal growth and happiness. Close friends are the people you can turn to for laughter, comfort, and shared experiences. They encourage you to pursue your passions, challenge you when needed, and help you maintain perspective in difficult times. Cultivating friendships with people who share similar values, interests, and goals can help create a support network that motivates you to stay on course. Positive friendships can also provide opportunities for collaboration, mutual learning, and shared achievements. 3. Romantic relationships. Romantic relationships are a unique source of emotional fulfillment, intimacy, and companionship. A supportive and healthy romantic partnership can serve as a solid foundation upon which both partners build their individual and collective goals. These relationships often encourage growth, as they provide opportunities for self-reflection, communication, and compromise. When entering a romantic relationship, it's essential to ensure that it aligns with your personal values and goals. A relationship that supports your sense of purpose and encourages you to live intentionally can enhance your personal growth and well-being. 4. Professional and mentorship relationships. The relationships we form in our professional lives can also play an important role in living purposefully. Mentors, colleagues, and collaborators can offer guidance, share knowledge, and help us navigate our careers. These relationships provide opportunities for growth, development, and achievement. Mentorship is especially valuable, as it allows us to learn from someone who has more experience or insight in a specific area. A good mentor not only offers advice but also challenges us to expand our thinking and push beyond our limits. 5. Community and social relationships. The connections we form in our communities or social circles, whether through volunteer work, hobbies, or shared interests, can provide a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Being involved in a community fosters a sense of responsibility, connection, and support. These relationships often go beyond the individual and contribute to a collective sense of achievement. Working together towards a common goal or cause can bring about profound satisfaction and meaning, strengthening the bonds between individuals. Building and maintaining healthy relationships. While relationships have the potential to enrich our lives, they also require care, attention, and effort. Cultivating healthy, supportive relationships that contribute to your sense of purpose requires intention. Here are some strategies for building and maintaining meaningful relationships. 1. Communication is key. Clear, open, and honest communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Whether it's expressing your thoughts, emotions, or needs, communicating openly helps build trust and understanding. Good communication allows relationships to thrive, resolve conflicts, and stay strong. Listening is also a crucial part of communication. Being a good listener helps strengthen relationships by allowing others to feel heard and valued. Practicing active listening by giving your full attention, asking thoughtful questions, and acknowledging what the other person is saying helps deepen connections. 2. Set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining balance in relationships. Boundaries help protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries means clearly defining what you are willing to accept in a relationship and what you are not. Boundaries are particularly important in romantic, family, and professional relationships, where demands and expectations can sometimes become overwhelming. Being assertive and respectful when setting boundaries ensures that your needs are met without compromising your values or sense of self. 3. Foster mutual respect and trust. Mutual respect and trust are essential for strong, healthy relationships. Respecting one another's differences, acknowledging each other's contributions, and honoring each other's values and opinions help create a positive, supportive dynamic. Trust is the foundation that allows people to open up, rely on each other, and offer genuine support. 4. Show appreciation. Showing appreciation for the people in your life goes a long way in strengthening relationships. Simple acts of kindness, expressing gratitude, and recognizing the value others bring to your life can deepen your connection and encourage more positive interactions. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to invest in the relationship and support your goals. Showing gratitude and appreciation reinforces the bond between individuals and helps build lasting, meaningful connections. The impact of relationships on personal growth and purpose. Relationships are not only about support and connection, they also play a vital role in personal growth. Through relationships, we gain new perspectives, learn from one another, and challenge each other to become better versions of ourselves. These interactions often push us to think critically, step outside of our comfort zones, and develop new skills. Moreover, relationships can enhance our sense of purpose by helping us understand our role in the lives of others and the larger community. Whether through family, friends, or professional networks, relationships provide us with a sense of meaning and belonging. They help us see how our actions and choices affect those around us, motivating us to live with greater intention. Conclusion. Relationships are a vital part of living a purposeful life. They provide the support, motivation, and accountability we need to stay aligned with our values and goals. By cultivating healthy, meaningful relationships, we create a strong foundation for personal growth, well-being, and fulfillment. In the next chapter, we will explore how to embrace change and growth as part of your journey toward a purposeful life. Change is inevitable, and when approached with an open mind and heart, it can become a powerful tool for transformation. Chapter 9. Embracing change and growth. Change is an inevitable part of life. It's something we cannot avoid, no matter how much we might try. However, How we respond to change determines whether we grow stronger or remain stagnant. Embracing change with an open mind and heart is key to personal growth, and it plays a vital role in living a purposeful life. In this chapter, we'll explore why change is essential for growth and how to embrace it as a powerful tool for transformation. We'll discuss how to shift your mindset to view change as an opportunity rather than a challenge, and how to use the discomfort of change to fuel your personal and professional development. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the mindset and tools necessary to embrace change, harness its potential, and grow in ways that align with your purpose and goals. The nature of change. Change is constant, whether it comes in the form of a new job, a relationship shift, a move to a new city, or even a change in your personal beliefs and values. Some changes are planned and intentional, while others are unexpected and outside of our control. Regardless of the type, change forces us to adapt and evolve. At its core, change is about transformation. It's about shedding old patterns and stepping into new possibilities. While this process can feel uncomfortable, it's often through discomfort that we experience the most significant growth. Just as a caterpillar must undergo a transformation to become a butterfly, we too must embrace change to become the best versions of ourselves. Why embracing change is essential for growth. Growth cannot happen without change. When we stay in our comfort zones for too long, we become complacent, stuck in old habits, and resistant to new opportunities. Change, on the other hand, disrupts our routine and challenges us to think differently, try new things, and step outside of what is familiar. Here's why embracing change is essential for growth. It pushes us to evolve. Change forces us to let go of outdated ways of thinking and behaving. It encourages us to expand our perspectives and consider new approaches. Without change, we might never realize our potential or discover new strengths. It opens doors to new opportunities. Change often brings with it new opportunities, whether it's a career advancement, a new relationship, or a personal breakthrough. If we resist change, we may miss out on these valuable opportunities for growth and success. It strengthens resilience. The ability to adapt to change is a hallmark of resilience. When we learn to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs, we build emotional strength and become better equipped to face future challenges with confidence. It enhances creativity and innovation. Change often requires us to think creatively and find innovative solutions to problems. Embracing change opens up our minds to new ideas, allowing us to approach situations with fresh perspectives. Shifting your mindset, seeing change as an opportunity. The way we view change plays a significant role in how we experience it. If we see change as a threat or something to fear, it becomes overwhelming and difficult to navigate. But when we reframe change as an opportunity, an invitation for growth and self-improvement, we open ourselves to its positive potential. Here's how to shift your mindset and embrace change. 1. View change as a learning experience. Instead of focusing on the fear of the unknown, focus on what you can learn from the experience. Every change, whether positive or negative, brings with it valuable lessons. Whether it's learning new skills, understanding different perspectives, or discovering hidden strengths, change allows us to grow and evolve. For example, if you're transitioning into a new job, instead of feeling anxious about leaving your old position, focus on the new skills you'll gain and the opportunities to expand your knowledge and network. Each new experience is a chance to learn something that will contribute to your personal growth. 2. Embrace flexibility. When we hold on too tightly to our plans or routines, we become rigid, and change feels like an imposition. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows us to adapt to shifting circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and things rarely go according to plan. By embracing flexibility, we give ourselves the freedom to adjust and navigate change with ease. To embrace flexibility, try practicing mindfulness and staying present in each moment. When unexpected changes occur, instead of panicking or resisting, take a deep breath and assess the situation with a calm mind. Ask yourself, how can I make the most of this change? What can I learn from this? 3. Focus on what you can control. Change often comes with uncertainty, which can feel unsettling. However, focusing on what you can control during times of change can help you feel more empowered. While you can't control external circumstances, you can control your response to them. You can choose how you react, what actions you take, and how you navigate the situation. For example, if you're going through a difficult personal situation, you might not be able to control the circumstances, but you can control how you manage your emotions, how you seek support, and how you maintain your well-being. Focusing on these areas gives you a sense of agency and helps you stay grounded during times of change. The role of fear in change. One of the biggest barriers to embracing change is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and fear of making the wrong decision can paralyze us and prevent us from taking action. However, it's important to remember that fear is a natural response to change. It's the body's way of protecting us from potential harm, but it doesn't always reflect the reality of the situation. Here's how to manage fear when facing change. 1. Acknowledge your fear. The first step in overcoming fear is acknowledging it. Instead of suppressing or ignoring your fears, allow yourself to feel them. Recognize that fear is a normal and natural response to change. 2. Reframe fear as excitement. Fear and excitement often have similar physical symptoms: racing heart, nervous energy, butterflies in the stomach. By reframing fear as excitement, you can shift your perspective. Instead of fearing the unknown, embrace the excitement of a new adventure. This mindset shift can help you feel more positive and optimistic about the change. 3. Take small steps. Fear can feel overwhelming, especially when facing a major change. To ease the anxiety, take small, manageable steps toward the change. By breaking the change down into smaller, less intimidating actions, you can build momentum and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. For example, if you're moving to a new city, instead of focusing on the entire transition, break it down into smaller steps like researching neighborhoods, finding a place to live, and arranging the logistics of the move. Taking small steps helps you feel more in control and less fearful of the unknown. Using change to fuel personal growth. Change is not just a challenge to be overcome, it's an opportunity for personal growth. The discomfort of change forces us to confront our fears, expand our horizons, and discover new aspects of ourselves. Rather than avoiding change, embrace it as an essential part of your journey towards self-improvement. Here are a few ways to use change to fuel your growth. 1. Reflect on your progress. During times of change, take moments to reflect on how far you've come. Consider the changes you've already navigated successfully and the lessons you've learned from them. Reflecting on your progress helps you realize your resilience and gives you confidence in your ability to handle future changes. 2. Embrace the process, not just the outcome. Growth isn't always about the end result, it's about the process. The journey of change often teaches us more than the destination itself. Embrace the discomfort, the challenges, and the uncertainty that come with change. These experiences shape who you are and help you grow into the person you are meant to become. 3. Seek support. Change can feel isolating, but you don't have to go through it alone. Seek support from friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who can offer guidance, encouragement, and perspective. Having a support system during times of change makes the process easier to navigate and helps you stay focused on your growth. Conclusion: change is a constant in life, but it doesn't have to be something to fear. Embracing change with an open mind and a positive attitude allows you to grow and evolve into a stronger, more resilient person. By shifting your mindset, managing your fear, and focusing on the opportunities that change brings, you can use it as a tool for personal growth. In the next chapter, we will explore how to live with gratitude and fulfillment, even in the midst of life's challenges and changes. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and appreciative of the present moment, while fulfillment comes from living a life that aligns with your values and purpose. Chapter 10. Living with Gratitude and Fulfillment. Gratitude and fulfillment are two powerful forces that shape our perspective and experience of life. In a world filled with challenges, distractions, and endless pursuits of success, It can be easy to overlook the importance of being thankful for what we have and finding joy in the present moment. Yet, gratitude is one of the most transformative practices we can incorporate into our lives. And when coupled with fulfillment, it creates a deep sense of contentment and purpose. In this chapter, we'll explore how living with gratitude can enhance your overall well-being, bring more meaning into your life, and help you stay grounded as you pursue your goals. We'll also discuss the concept of fulfillment and how it goes beyond external achievements, focusing instead on creating a life that is aligned with your values and purpose. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the tools to cultivate a more grateful, fulfilling life, no matter what challenges you face. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives. It's easy to get caught up in what we lack, what we want to change, or what's not going right. However, shifting our focus to what we already have can bring about a profound change in how we view the world. The benefits of gratitude are well documented. Research shows that practicing gratitude can improve mental health. Gratitude helps shift our focus from negative thoughts to positive ones. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, and promote greater emotional resilience. Increase happiness. Gratitude is closely linked to increased happiness and life satisfaction. When we actively appreciate the good things in our lives, we tend to feel more content and fulfilled. Enhance relationships. Expressing gratitude strengthens our relationships with others. Whether it's a simple thank you or a deeper acknowledgement of someone's support, gratitude fosters connection and trust. Boost physical health. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can have physical benefits as well. Grateful people tend to have better sleep, lower blood pressure, and a stronger immune system. Cultivate positivity. Focusing on gratitude helps reframe our mindset, making us more optimistic and open to opportunities. This positive mindset enhances our ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. How to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a practice that requires intention. It's not always something that comes naturally, especially during difficult times. But the more we consciously cultivate gratitude, the more it becomes a habit that enhances our overall well-being. Here are a few ways to practice gratitude. 1. Keep a gratitude journal. One of the simplest and most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small, whether it's a kind gesture from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or the fact that you had a productive day at work. Over time, this practice helps you focus on the positives in your life and can shift your mindset toward appreciation. 2. Express your gratitude. Don't just keep your gratitude to yourself. Express it to others. Take the time to thank people who have helped or supported you, whether it's a coworker, a friend, or a family member. A sincere thank you, a note of appreciation, or a kind word can strengthen relationships and make others feel valued. Showing gratitude not only improves your mood, but also fosters a sense of connection. 3. Practice mindful gratitude. Gratitude isn't just about listing things you're thankful for. It's about being present and truly appreciating the moment. Take a few moments throughout your day to pause and be mindful of what's around you. Whether you're sipping a cup of coffee, enjoying a walk, or having a conversation, fully engage in the experience and recognize the simple blessings of life. This practice helps you develop a deeper appreciation for the small joys that often go unnoticed. 4. Reframe negative situations. One of the most powerful ways to practice gratitude is by reframing negative situations. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, try to find the lesson or opportunity in the situation. For example, if you're facing a setback at work, you might feel frustrated. However, try reframing the situation by thinking about what you've learned from the experience or how it's helping you grow. This shift in perspective can turn challenges into valuable learning experiences. The meaning of fulfillment. Fulfillment is about living a life that aligns with your core values and goals. It's not necessarily about external accomplishments or material possessions, but about feeling a deep sense of satisfaction, purpose, and contentment in everything you do. Fulfillment comes from knowing that you are living authentically and doing things that matter to you. Unlike happiness, which can be fleeting and dependent on external circumstances, fulfillment is a lasting inner sense of well-being. It's about finding meaning in your daily actions, relationships, and pursuits. Fulfillment is rooted in living with intention and being connected to what truly matters. Here's why fulfillment is essential. It aligns with your purpose. Fulfillment comes from living a life that is aligned with your values and purpose. When you know what you stand for and what you're working toward, your actions feel more meaningful and rewarding. It provides inner peace. Fulfillment is deeply connected to inner peace. When you're aligned with your purpose and values, you feel a sense of calm and confidence, even in the face of challenges. It increases resilience. Fulfillment gives you the strength to persevere when life gets tough. When you're doing things that bring you joy and meaning, setbacks are easier to navigate because you're focused on the bigger picture. It enhances relationships. When you feel fulfilled in your life, you have more to give to others. Fulfillment increases your ability to connect with people on a deeper level and to support them in their own journeys toward happiness and success. How to create a life of fulfillment. Creating a life of fulfillment requires intention and self-awareness. It involves aligning your actions with your deepest values, goals, and passions. Here are some ways to create more fulfillment in your life. 1. Identify what matters most to you. Start by identifying what truly matters in your life. What are your core values? What are your passions? What gives you a sense of purpose? When you understand what is most important to you, you can make decisions and set goals that align with those values, leading to greater fulfillment. 2. Set purposeful goals. Fulfillment comes from pursuing goals that are meaningful and aligned with your values. When you set purposeful goals, you're not just working toward an external reward, you're creating a life that reflects who you truly are. These goals could be related to your career, relationships, personal growth, or any other area of your life that aligns with your values. 3. Practice self-compassion. Fulfillment also comes from being kind and compassionate toward yourself. It's easy to get caught up in striving for perfection or external validation, but true fulfillment comes from accepting yourself as you are and recognizing the progress you've made. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging your achievements, forgiving yourself for mistakes, and treating yourself with love and respect. 4. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Relationships are a key part of fulfillment. Surround yourself with people who share your values and support your growth. Nurture your relationships by spending quality time with those you care about, offering support, and practicing gratitude for the connections you have. 5. Focus on the present moment. Fulfillment is deeply rooted in the present moment. Instead of always looking ahead to future achievements or dwelling on past mistakes, focus on fully experiencing and appreciating what's happening right now. Mindfulness and gratitude can help you stay present and find fulfillment in the everyday moments of life. Gratitude and fulfillment together. When gratitude and fulfillment come together, they create a powerful foundation for a meaningful life. Gratitude helps you appreciate what you have in the present moment, while fulfillment ensures that your life is aligned with your values and purpose. Together they provide a sense of inner peace, joy, and contentment that cannot be found through external achievements alone. Living with gratitude and fulfillment doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or setbacks. Life will always have its ups and downs, but by practicing gratitude and focusing on fulfillment, you'll be better equipped to handle adversity with grace and resilience. Conclusion. Living with gratitude and fulfillment is the key to a meaningful and purposeful life. By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. By pursuing fulfillment, we align our actions with our core values and passions, creating a sense of purpose and satisfaction that lasts. In the next chapter, we will explore how to leave a lasting impact, creating a legacy that reflects your values, contributions, and the positive influence you've had on others. Living with intention, gratitude, and fulfillment sets the stage for creating a legacy that will endure long after you're gone. Chapter 11. The Path to Lasting Impact. In our pursuit of purpose, we often ask ourselves, what will be my legacy? How can I leave a lasting impact on the world? This question isn't just about achieving fame or recognition. It's about creating something meaningful that resonates far beyond our individual lives. A legacy isn't built overnight. It's shaped through consistent actions, intentional choices, and a commitment to living in alignment with our deepest values. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of leaving a lasting impact, what it means to build a meaningful legacy, and how you can start walking the path toward creating a life that influences others for years to come. We'll discuss how your actions today can ripple out and affect others, long after you're gone, and how to focus on creating a positive, enduring influence that reflects your purpose and values. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the insight and tools necessary to begin cultivating a lasting impact, ensuring that your life has meaning beyond your own personal achievements. What is a lasting impact? A lasting impact goes beyond short-term success or fleeting moments of recognition. It's the imprint you leave on others, the contributions you make to the greater good, and the ways in which you positively influence the world around you. This impact can be through your actions, relationships, work, or even the way you inspire others to live with intention and purpose. Leaving a lasting impact isn't about doing something grand or world-changing. It's about the everyday choices you make that align with your values and purpose. Whether you're a teacher inspiring the next generation, a parent instilling core values in your children, a leader making a difference in your community, or someone working behind the scenes to help others, every action has the potential to create a lasting impact. The power of small actions. It's easy to think that leaving a lasting impact requires grand gestures or major accomplishments. However, the truth is that the most powerful impacts often come from the small, everyday actions we take. These are the moments when we show kindness, offer support, share wisdom, or lend a helping hand to others. Small actions accumulate over time. They can spark significant change, whether it's through the relationships you cultivate, the support you offer others, or the example you set. Consider a mentor who has helped countless individuals over the years. The mentor may not have received widespread recognition, but the impact they've made in shaping others' lives is undeniable. Think of the ripple effect. When one person positively influences another, that person may go on to influence others in return. These small acts of kindness, encouragement, and support can create a cycle of positive change that continues long after the original action has taken place. Living in alignment with your values. To build a lasting impact, it's essential to live in alignment with your core values. When you make decisions based on your values, your actions are consistent, authentic, and meaningful. Your legacy will reflect the principles and beliefs you hold dear, which will resonate with those around you. Take the time to identify your core values, what you stand for, what drives you, and what is most important to you. Once you've defined these values, ensure that your daily actions, both big and small, align with them. This alignment will not only give your life purpose, but it will also ensure that your impact is built on a foundation of authenticity. For example, if one of your core values is kindness, you may find that your lasting impact comes from the simple act of treating others with compassion. If your value is creativity, your legacy might come through the art, ideas, or innovations you share with the world. Living in alignment with your values makes your actions more intentional and impactful, allowing you to contribute meaningfully to others' lives. Building relationships and communities. The relationships we build play a central role in creating a lasting impact. We often underestimate the power of connections, but the people we meet, the relationships we foster, and the communities we participate in shape our legacies. The impact we leave isn't just about what we do for ourselves. It's about the way we engage with others and contribute to the collective good. When you build strong, supportive relationships and invest in the communities around you, you create a network of individuals who are inspired by your actions and can carry forward the positive influence you've initiated. For example, a leader who empowers others to achieve their potential, a friend who supports their loved ones through difficult times, or a community member who contributes to local initiatives, all of these individuals leave a lasting mark on those around them. When we focus on relationships and community, our impact grows exponentially, as it influences not just individuals but entire networks of people. Mentorship and teaching. One of the most powerful ways to leave a lasting impact is through mentorship and teaching. When you share your knowledge, experience, and wisdom with others, you provide them with tools to succeed and grow in their own lives. Teaching isn't confined to a classroom. It can happen in many settings, from formal education to informal life lessons. By mentoring others, you create a legacy that extends far beyond your own life. You pass on skills, values, and perspectives that will influence those you mentor in their future endeavors. Mentorship has the potential to shape future leaders, innovators, and change-makers, creating a chain of influence that continues for generations. Even informal mentorship, such as guiding a friend through a difficult time, offering advice to a colleague, or coaching a young person in a skill, can have a profound impact. The knowledge and guidance you provide will live on in the people you mentor, who in turn may go on to mentor others. Giving back to the world. Another key way to create a lasting impact is through service. Giving back to others, whether through charity, volunteer work, or acts of kindness, leaves a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate actions. When you contribute to the well-being of others, you help build a better world and inspire others to do the same. Your service can take many forms. It might be donating your time to a cause you care about, supporting organizations that align with your values, or using your talents to help others. Whether it's addressing social issues, helping those in need, or working toward a cause that aligns with your purpose, service is a powerful tool for creating a legacy of positive change. Even small acts of service, whether it's helping a neighbor or offering support to someone going through a tough time, can have a lasting impact. Every act of kindness has the potential to inspire others to contribute in their own way, creating a network of positive change. The role of consistency. Creating a lasting impact requires consistency. While individual actions are important, it's the sustained effort over time that leads to real change. Whether it's in the way you build relationships, contribute to your community, or live out your values, consistency is key. By showing up each day with intention and purpose, you reinforce the impact you want to have on the world. For example, if you're passionate about environmental sustainability, it's not enough to make one small change in your lifestyle. To have a lasting impact, you need to make consistent choices that reflect your values, whether it's reducing waste, supporting sustainable businesses, or advocating for environmental policies. The more consistent your actions are, the more your impact will grow over time. Living with purpose. The key to leaving a legacy. Ultimately, the path to lasting impact is about living with purpose. When you know your why and align your actions with your values, everything you do takes on greater significance. Your legacy isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about the way you live, the relationships you build, and the difference you make in the lives of others. To live with purpose, reflect regularly on your values, goals, and the kind of impact you want to have. Continually reassess whether your actions are in alignment with your purpose, and make adjustments as needed. By staying connected to your why, you'll continue to create a legacy that is meaningful and enduring. Conclusion. The path to a lasting impact begins with living with intention, purpose, and authenticity. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to the legacy you leave behind. By building relationships, embracing service, mentoring others, and staying true to your values, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to stay motivated and focused as you continue to live with intention. Motivation is the fuel that keeps you going on your journey toward a meaningful life. By learning to harness your inner drive, you can ensure that your path to lasting impact remains clear and purposeful.